I couldn't even sit for like 5 minutes because it was extremely paining. The infection is so horrible that nothing is in my control. The first time I had it, I was in the hospital bed for the entire day, took 2 salines and all of that. But this time, even though infection was horrible and still I felt that everything was out of my control, I still took charge with this particular technique and I have turned the tables around. The house was vacant for almost 1.5 years. Suddenly in just a week, there are tenants in there. There are like happy, positive tenants in there, and it's all in all because of Ho'oponopono and how the exact way that I have done it, that is most important. And there are so many more other examples, like including my cervical spondylosis and how I was told that there is no cure, as in like it will stay with me for the rest of the life and I cannot escape from it, but magically stay. Hello, hola, namaste. Welcome to this transforming world, my dear gorgeous souls. I'm so glad to have you all back in here. Or if this is the first time you're being on this channel, then hi, I'm Mounika. I'm a life and a law of attraction coach and a spiritual healer. I make videos on mental wellness, inner healing, law of attraction, and also positive and conscious way of living. I support and encourage practical spirituality. So if you are already seeking knowledge with respect to inner healing, law of attraction, manifestation, then there is a huge chance that you must have come across this particular word called Ho'oponopono. Yes, that's right. Today we are going to discuss about it, and if you want to know more about this magical power which is a divine gift, then please keep on watching this video. Question number 1. What is Ho'oponopono? Now the word seems very different and definitely not a usual word, right? So what exactly is this word? This is an Hawaiian word and the meaning of it is bringing things back to the neutral state or a balanced state. So many people pronounce it as Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, something, but that's not the way how it is actually pronounced. So it is Ho'oponopono. Question number 2. Where did this technique come from? Where did this name come from? Let's go back to 1982, wherein a woman called Mounika, she has been doing this technique and she has introduced this entire technique to a person named Dr. Hulen. Now till this level, nobody in the outside world knew much about this technique. So Dr. Hulen, he's been doing on himself, and also a doctor, he's been applying this technique to many of his patients, and he's also been teaching this technique to a lot of patients. Everything until then was going on a low profile basis, as back in the day there were no social media exposure or media in general in the world. So then at one point something happened, and that has brought this Ho'oponopono into the outer world and made sure that we all know about this wonderful technique. In one phase, Dr. Hulen was working in a psychic ward where there are like a real-time criminals and also mentally retarded patients. It's almost like it's too dangerous to work in that particular ward. Dr. Hulen took it as a challenge and did Ho'oponopono in all the patients out there. And in less than an year, again I'm not very sure about the number, but this entire psychic ward was closed because everybody in that was healed. And the best part is he has never seen or interacted with these patients directly. He would only see their profiles and he would start healing them. I will tell you the technique, how he exactly has done it and how we can do it in our own lives so that we can heal ourselves and we can also help others heal. I will be telling that soon, but for the record, he has not met these people. Only by seeing their data or their mental condition, he started healing. He started applying this technique, and that's when he could see like wonderful results. Now this story was heard by Dr. Joe Vitale, the author of Zero Limits and also At Zero. These are such wonderful books. Dr. Joe Vitale heard about this person called Dr. Hulen, and he felt extremely curious about this entire technique. Although initially he didn't understand this whole concept and he felt that it was kind of fluke or something, like how can one person heal an entire ward of mentally retarded or the criminal people, right? It's not practically possible. So he didn't give too much of an importance to it. It has come to him again, and now he couldn't just avoid it. So he started knowing more about Dr. Hulen and his technique, which is Ho'oponopono, and how exactly did he do. He chased the doctor to know more about it, and he traveled all the way to the Hawaii to know anything and everything about Ho'oponopono. So now you got to know the history of it. So let's now understand what exactly this technique is. So this is a healing technique. Like I told you earlier, the meaning of it says bringing back to the neutral or the balanced state. That means healing, end of the day, is nothing but healing our own selves, be it physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever. We are doing it just to experience peace in our lives, right? So this technique exactly helps us with the same. We can heal ourselves like completely, and I can say it with 100% if not 1000% surety that this technique like works like magic, because it has done the same for me, and I will soon share my experiences and everything with you all. But hold on for now and listen to this technique and how to do it. So this technique essentially has 4 statements that are: I love you, I am sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. Now, if you are completely new to the spiritual world and the healing world, you might be wondering, "Ush, what are those statements? Come on, like this looks like some sort of a child play." But guys, trust me, the amount of healing it has done to so many people on this planet till now is infinite. Do not underestimate this technique, or do not think that, oh, it's not my type. Consider it this way: it's an energy work, and when you being a whole bundle of energy, and how can an energy work be separated from the energy itself? So this is the technique that you would need at some or the other point in life, and trust me, if you have your hands on this, you can make the best use of it when you think that something's messy or something's not cool or right in your life. You can rely 100% upon this technique, and you would only see wonderful results. And if you think that it doesn't work for you, then ask me about it. Okay, I am giving you the guarantee that this will work for sure. Okay, the biggest problem here is very few people teaches it in the right manner. Most of the people, they do not teach it in the exact proper manner, hence many people are unable to see the results. Now let's get into a scenario where we can use this technique. For example, today you might be having some sort of a physical illness. Let's suppose you have a stomach pain or a headache. So now what you'll have to do, you understand that there is some element inside your body which is not going well. Certain cells are not in alignment with the positivity or happiness of your life, right? Now what you'll have to do, you'll have to create the balance in these particular cells. So let me first suggest you to sit in some sort of a comfortable place. Now you must be experiencing this whatever, like suppose that let's take it as a stomach pain. So quiet yourself, relax your body, and start observing this pain. Put your attention on that particular pain for like 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now when you start focusing on the pain, you will take 100% responsibility of this pain. Now you would not blame that food that she made or that item that he made for me is the reason for my stomach. No. Ho'oponopono, the best part about any sort of a healing technique is they would teach us to take 100% responsibility upon whatever that is happening with respect to this, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, and everything. So even in here, you'll have to take 100% responsibility, and please stop blaming, condemning, or criticizing anyone or anything for this. Your stomach, you are having some issue with that. Let's stick to that. Let's totally forget about who has caused the pain or what has caused the pain for now. Our motto here is to heal this, but not to create any sort of a drama with respect to it. Take responsibility, saying that, okay, I am now intending to heal this pain. Okay, so say that I'm now intending to heal this pain, and start observing that. Now you could feel it, you could feel the actual pain going. And also one more important thing that I want to highlight here is, we as humans, we cannot heal ourselves. We only can surrender ourselves completely to the divine, to the universe, asking it to heal us. Okay, we surrender, we open ourselves, allowing the healing energies and the divine positive energies into ourselves so that we can heal that way. Now with this technique, what we are doing is we are allowing ourselves, we are allowing the divine energies. If you already know that divine energies exist, the positivity is nothing but let's suppose you are going to a temple, a church, a mosque, wherever you are praying, right? Now when you are praying, you have some sort of a faith. Let's suppose that you are suffering from some sort of a illness or issue in your life. Now you pray to God and you come out hoping that that issue will get resolved. Same, use the same concept or the same ideology or logic over here also, that you are sitting and you are praying to the God, asking the God to release this particular pain or also heal you completely. Firstly, you'll always have to have that love and connection with the God. So you will use the statement, I love you divine, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you. But to make it more customized, you will have to use it in this format, which exactly I use for all my things. I love you divine, I am sorry for whatever that is inside me that is causing this pain and suffering. Because right now you're going through the pain, you're having that pain, right? So you're only focusing on that pain. Like I told you, you're not focusing on anyone or anything who caused that pain. You're only focusing on this particular pain. Please forgive me for knowingly or unknowingly attracting this into me. I am letting this go. Now, thank you divine for healing me. Understand the logic and also the vibe of these statements. You are very generously, with lots of groundedness, with lots of humbleness, you are asking the divine, because we are not the ultimate source, ultimate living beings on this planet, right? Human beings are evolved. That doesn't mean that we are the ultimate. So there is some sort of a creator. If you believe in God, you must have already known that there is some creator who has created this entire world so perfectly. So now we are asking that creator only to help us from this particular issue. For now, I'm talking about physical, but the same applies to emotional pain, like any sort of a suffering or like jealousy, ego, greed, hatredness and depression, anxiety, whatever it is. You can absolutely use this technique for all that as well, and I will teach you how to do that for the emotional pain also soon. Hello all, the video has become quite lengthy and hence I had to pause it here and divide the video into 3 parts. So the next will be uploaded soon, and that video contains how to heal emotional pains using Ho'oponopono. And before you go away, don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone and everyone, and also subscribe by clicking on the bell button so that the moment I upload part 2 of this video, you will be notified. Time. See you in the part 2. Namaste.